Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shamika and this is Check the Rhymes. I am super excited about today's show. In fact, I am overwhelmed by emotions because this is one of my absolute favorite groups that's in the building. Listen, y'all, emotions make you glad sometimes, but most of all, they make you fall in love. Woo! If that ain't poetry, I don't know what is. Y'all, H-Town is in the building. I have GI and Shazam joining me today, and we're going to be talking about their new EP, Date Night. We're going to talk about Dino and his legacy and the unreleased music. We're also going to go down memory lane and talk about some of my favorite H-Town songs, and hopefully there's some of yours as well. And they're going to answer some fan-submitted questions. So stay tuned because you definitely don't want to miss today's show. Welcome to Check the Rhymes, H-Town. How are you?
What's up? Shazam in the building.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see you guys because I talk about y'all all the time on this channel. H-Town is one of my absolute favorite groups of all time. So thank you for coming out with new music, because that just made my year.
I'm so happy. You love it? You like it what you hear?
I do. I said now I need to find me a date for date night.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So tell me about the EP, and either one of you can answer or both of you can answer. I know the last album that you dropped was 2015, Child Support. So what was that? Let's talk about that first. What was the gap like? Like why? What took so long?
Well, the deal was, man, when we dropped, see, right now, we don't really have the major machines anymore, the major labels or the independents with the big dollars. We dropped our album Child Support, and our structure was just so not right as far as coming from an independent standpoint. So what we try to do is take the time off to just get the structure right inside the label. Mm-hmm. That's why this album is kind of, it is a little bit more people know about it. It went top 10 all over the world on iTunes, debuted number 60 on the iTunes charts, all out of the top 100 albums. So we was trying to, we was like, right, before we drop any more music, it's not that we didn't have a fan base, but our structure and our company was not right to ready to get the music to the people. So we just took time off, number one, to record the music and come up with the best songs. But we was trying to work on getting the structure right for the label, and we still working on that right now. But it's a lot better than it was. We did that in 2015.
Okay. Well, what about the name Date Night? GI, tell me about that.
Well, we're trying to take it back to, everybody is going straight to the bedroom. We're trying to take it back to, take a woman out, have a date night, So.
There you go. Y'all explain to people what a date is, because I don't think they know.
Lunch, dinner, a movie.
Yeah.
See?
And I think avoid talking about sex. You know what I'm saying? Just basically get to know a person. And, a lot of times people meet you the first time, they want to get intimate and start telling, well, how do you like it? Do you like it this way? Do you like it that? You just met me. So date me and work your way up to ask those kind of questions. So that's what the date night was, that, we want to just, and then, we talk about, you could tell if I really like you because I'm starting to take you to church, bring you around my family. So we just try to, come with, that's the latest edition side of H-Town. H-Town have multiple sides, So this EP got a little bit of all our albums from Fever for the Flavor, Beta, and Dark, and Latest Edition. So we kind of took a little bit elements from each one of those past albums and put it into 8 songs.
Yeah, I can tell. And I read somewhere where they were saying that you guys brought back the art of seduction in music.
Hey, we'll take it. That's the whole goal and plan. And that's one thing about, man, we just need, R&B is really not mainstream, but we try to come up with a way to make R&B mainstream again, that because a lot of us artists, we still real young. We still can sell records, but the problem is getting it to the people. People don't know about it. So if people don't know about it, then it's not going to do nothing. And a lot of times, it's like it's an art to this game. Even when you have 1 million followers, but you can have 1 million followers and then don't reach out to me because it's things you have to do to even when you got 1 million followers, how to reach all your 1 million followers on your platform. Right. So it's things like that behind the scenes that we've been working on, because we have a pretty big platform, but what I have been realizing that we wasn't utilizing how to get to all our followers. And so that's what we've been working on now, and we've been seeing more success with this project.
Okay. So tell me about, so I'm going to just go through some of the songs and y'all can tell me like how you came up with the concept for the song, or wrote the song, or even a story recording the song. Mm-hmm. So obviously we got to start with Super Love, because that's the video that's out. I love the video. Let's talk about that. Tell me how that came about.
Well, we actually, us and we collab with another guy named Seven on that record. And, a lot of those records are just elements from, it's a spinoff from Knocking the Boots, First we knocked the boots, but now we letting the world know we got that super love. You already know H-Time, we the greatest love makers in the game. You know what I'm saying? One of the best love makers. So it's kind of like a spinoff of Knocking the Boots. Now we just kind of like, hey, we done showed y'all we can knock boots, but now, y'all so world, ladies, we got that super love. Call us up, you know what I'm saying? Or not just us, just anybody they feel that they got that super love. So we kind of want to come with another, like a slang that to kind of go to spin off and knock on the boots.
Okay, GI, tell me about the video. How did the masquerade ball kind of come about, or masquerade party? I don't know how to describe it.
We just wanted to bring something different, take it back, so we just decided to do a masquerade ball theme video.
Yeah, it's a nice video. It's grown and sexy. I like it. Mm-hmm. Okay, what about the song First Date? We kind of touched a little bit about, a date. So tell me about First Date.
Well, that's like you said, man, like G.I. said, we taking it back to dating, you know what I'm saying? It's just more like, it's our lazy, like I said, I don't know if anybody's really fans of us. We had an album called Lazy Edition. We dedicated to the women in respect. So this is more of a song that we want to present to the world and show more. We don't always have to talk about sex or have sex on the first date. We want to date you and take it back to showing romance and class all at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So there was a line in there where you mentioned chivalry, and I was like, I ain't heard that in a song in a minute, so I appreciate that.
yeah. And we also we collaborate with we got writing teams. We collaborate with another one. We have our own team of producers and writers. We collaborate with a guy named Leo on that record. So that's how we doing it.
Okay. What about Lose Control? Y'all brought out Cut Close for this one.
Yeah, that's family. Cut Close is family. You know what I'm saying? We had to take it back to show people. We did those basically like to show other groups that, we all can get on together. We can bring it back.
Okay.
Do a 360 and bring it back to where it was.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. I was wondering where they were, so I'm glad y'all brought it, included them in
there. We also trying to send a message. I think in the R&B world, a lot of us, a lot of the guys are walking around with those teenagers, the way we think everybody trying to outdo everybody. Mm-hmm. So, we understand it's a friendly competition, but we also understand we're in a state where R&B groups and R&B period, our peers need to stick together. So, we demonstrated by, let's collaborate with another 90s group, to help bring this 90s back. We could have really got somebody new, but we said, nah, let's bring it back. Cut close to some girls that can really got great vocal ability. Let's bring back some real singing and real substance. And I never really seen a duet. I can't think of a duet between a girl and a male group. I done seen a duet between a guy of soloists, but a male and two groups. And so we thought it was something unique to merge two groups from the 90s, a female and a male group, us doing a duet together. So it's just to show unity for the 90s, man. And everybody, I said, but it ain't like that, because you got to see everybody. They had this mentality, I'm bigger than you, or you bigger than me, or who sold the most this, or who sold the most that. But, and everybody had they guards up like this. So we kind of trying to soften the blow a little bit. Look, man, let's just try to really stick together. We got families and we need to feed our kids and send our kids to college. And, we so busy fighting each other and want to see this person do bad, that person do bad, to where R&B is being left behind. So those songs we collaborate with, like Cut Close and Shy on this album.
Yeah, Shy is on the well, let me back up first with Lose Control and Cut Close, when you mentioned, a guy group and a girl group collaborating. I was trying to think, I'm like, I don't remember any in recent years. I do know like 112 and Allure, but I don't remember any in recent years, probably in the past decade, that have done anything like this. So I appreciate it, because I'm all about my 90s groups, so I love it.
Most definitely.
Body Right with Shy, because I know I've had people wondering, where is Shy? So I was excited when I saw that you guys worked with them on this, and they're in the Super Love extended cut.
Yeah, the extended cut. Yeah. So we try to bring back our peers. Spice One, Little Flip is featured in the video with us. Spice One, one of the hottest West Coast rappers of all time, a legend. Mm-hmm. So we're just trying to, bring our people, our peers back, and to give people that feeling again. That there's no era like the 90s era. To give people that feeling that you see Little Flip and Spice One and Cut Close and Shy. And it was more of us working with people that's willing to work with us, that's willing to see the vision. Because a lot of groups out here don't see the vision. Some of these groups out here still on some, I'm bigger than you. Or, I don't want to see you do this. I don't want to see you do this. So I have a motto: I mess with the groups that mess with me. If you don't mess with me, I don't mess with you. But the ones that want to see the vision and we want to try to get this thing going, that's who I work with. You know what I'm saying?
Right. What about the song Internet Love? Because I swear that is very timely, because that's what's going on, right?
Tell me a little bit about that, GI.
That's where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why we did it the way we did it. We called it Internet Love. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's meeting each other online now. You know what I'm saying? Finding their wives and husbands and, dating.
I
must be looking on the wrong part of the internet.
You gotta watch out for them killers too, man.
Right.
So you gotta be careful with that too.
So everybody needs to go out and get Date Night. You can get it on streaming platforms. I was listening to it on Spotify earlier. It's definitely a keeper. Is it going to be on vinyl? Because I love vinyl.
Well, I think you can get vinyl, but you have to get it on. I think you have to get it from Amazon.
Okay.
Amazon, you can get CDs. I think you can buy like CDs from Amazon vinyl. I think they do the vinyl thing and CDs.
Speaking of vinyl, is Ladies Edition on vinyl? Because I'm missing that in my collection.
It's most definitely it's on vinyl, but a lot of that stuff is so old. But because I know we didn't have vinyl somewhere in our storage, so I didn't see them. A lot of stuff I have in storage. Like a lot of people don't realize I still have a lot of those uniforms that we wore back in Nike Slow videos and Natural, when we still have those uniforms sitting in our storage, the H-Town storage.
Y'all got to bring them back.
Yeah, if I can get my body down and defend them. It's hard to get that small, man.
So speaking of vinyl, I have this album.
Oh, okay. You got the feel for the flavor. That's live.
And I have this one on vinyl.
Oh, that's live. Okay. You got it, baby. You got it.
Yeah, so that's why I need my complete collection.
Well, one day when you see us, maybe we'll get a chance to sign it for you one day if we ever in your presence while you got it with you.
Okay. I'm going to be right in your face. Like, remember what you said?
Most definitely.
So I want to talk about, because I do this on most of my interviews, is kind of walk down memory lane, because both of these albums, I have to say, they always get me through whatever I'm going through. H-Town has been a group that I've listened to from listening in my Walkman, which, by the way, y'all got me in trouble because I didn't know what these lyrics were about. Yeah. And some of them I'm just now like, wait a minute, that's what they meant. Like, that's a shame figuring it out. But so I just want to thank you guys for the music, because for me, it is something that like has helped. It doesn't matter what I'm going through. I can put on H-Town and I'm like, it just makes me feel a lot better. So, all right. So one of my sister's favorite songs is One Night Gigolo. So tell me about that.
Tell me about it, GI.
One night, J Love. I mean, it's just basically just you don't need no pimp, so you just need someone just to be there for you, you know what I'm saying? And we was horny back then. I think we were like 19, 20. So we used to love horny. We used to love horny toads.
And they just celebrated the anniversary of Above the Rim. So of course, when I saw that, I went immediately to Part-Time Lover. So then you got full-time on this album. So tell me about how y'all kind of went from part-time to full-time.
Well, that's a song that me, my brother GI, we all decided to come with. It was a great idea. We did part-time. So hey man, let's make her a full-time. That's a good woman right there. That's a good woman. So let's make her our full-time. Because that's what happens a lot of times. When these women, they just throw it on part-time. If you show them skills and you got that good woman, then we make you full-time. So that's why we decided to be full-time.
Well, we got to try out.
You got to try out. You know what I'm saying?
One of my favorites on here is Backseat.
Yeah, we know everybody like to do it in the backseat. Everybody had a backseat moment. I'm not as sure. Somewhere in their life.
So I'm switching to this album now. Keeping My Composure is like one of my favorites. Tell me about
definitely. That just go ahead. Keeping My Composure, just, what I'm saying, we just showing our swag, what I'm saying, just being real smooth with the lady, just being laid back and keeping our composure, not rushing things. The word means so much to us, but mainly just our swag, what I'm saying, just, letting the girl know we got her, what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Don't sweat. We ain't gonna keep our composure. We ain't gonna be, what I'm saying.
The video looked fun. I was like, dang, I wish I could have been there.
Yeah. Most definitely. I remember that. We shot that in LA. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I got obviously everybody's favorite, Knocking the Boots. Mm-hmm. I had no idea what that meant back then and was steady listening to it and singing it. No clue what y'all meant.
No clue. Yeah.
A lot of these songs today, you don't know what they mean. So.
Well, let's see. When did this come out? I was like, I was in high school. Well, maybe, high school. I'm not going to tell everybody my age, but I was in high school. Naive and clueless.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't in nobody's backseat.
Yeah.
I always wonder, because I watch your videos and stuff a lot on YouTube, especially if I'm trying to go to sleep. I don't know, like y'all's voices are very calming. So Baby I always wanted to know, like the beginning when y'all were singing that live, and I don't know if you still do it. The intro to it, it's not an intro. What is it? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Where y'all are harmonizing, but it's like a giving thanks to the Lord.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about? You talking about? Give it the interlude. It's the interlude.
Interlude, yeah. So I always wonder why y'all saying that right before "Baby I Wanna."
Well, I think at that time, it's not on the album like that, but I think at that time it was a part of our show. It was on our first album, so we didn't really have an intro, so we kind of used it as an intro, and it kind of showcased all three of our voices. Dino coming in, I'm hitting the high falsetto notes. GI kind of coming in with the smooth crooner. So it kind of, we don't know why we really thought about it like that, but we think it was just more of we're giving God thanks.
Yeah.
We had just made it out together, I guess. I don't know, but it was just more of a intro, just a part of our show. Because we didn't really have a lot of songs then. You know what I'm saying? Right. We had a lot of songs, but we didn't have a lot to really grab people's attention. So at that time, the main two songs we would do would be Knock the Boots and Lick You Up. So that was more like our intro.
So we got to talk about Lick You Up since you brought that up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn.
What about that video?
We shot that at the same time, huh? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, Virgin Islands. Yeah.
Virgin Islands. We shot the video in Virgin Islands. Yeah, it was a very nice women out there.
Yeah. We would take them on dates, correct?
Yeah, we did take them on dates. Ice cream,
Yeah.
I eat ice cream, and took them to the beach. Went to the beach. Went for an airplane ride.
Oh, y'all got fancy, and then you lick them up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. With our little bird chest, and he was skinny. I said, "Ooh, we look like we sick. We're unarrested on that pictures." Little bird chests.
I think I saw y'all. Y'all came. I'm in Charlotte, so y'all came to perform at Carowinds, and y'all had on the white suits. I still have a picture of it, but I was far away from the stage. But this had to be like 94, 95.
Okay,
it's
long time.
Right, I've been rocking with y'all since then. Well, before then, but
yeah,
that's crazy. So, okay, I'm gonna jump into the fan segment. And these are questions that the fans submitted on Facebook and Twitter. So the first question is, and either one of you can answer, somebody wanted to know about the song Pink Sky. They wanted to know the story behind it and if it was recorded live somewhere, and if so, where?
Go ahead, Shazam.
Actually, Pink Sky, it was not actually recorded live, but it was I had a live feel that we had put to it, on that record. And it was a song that, collaborate with our brother Dino. We wanted to come do it. We never really was known for doing a wedding song. So we wanted to do something that people can get married to and stuff like that. But we gave it a live feel. It's an animated crowd, but we wanted to give it that feel to where it sounded like it was live. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool. I really thought y'all performed it somewhere and recorded it, because I was like, where the rest of the live album?
we gave it that feel like it was live. You know what I'm saying? But it was mainly a song we wanted to do something that people can get married to. Most people don't want, they'll do knock on the boots at the reception. And some people would do emotions. Yeah. But we wanted to just go, Pink Sky was more like, something that we feel like, hey, something to live our day. We wrote that song based off of girls that have felt us, made us feel like, you like my morning star, my pink sky. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I look up and I see your face. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it symbolized.
I love that song.
Fine wine, baby, fine wine.
I love it. So somebody wanted to know what the key to your longevity is.
I mean, being original, you know what I'm saying, and making timeless music, and not being a follower, creating our own lane. You got to be a part of that puzzle that doesn't fit. You know what I'm saying? You got to be original. You got to have your own flavor, your own swag. You know what I'm saying? To survive, to stand the test of time.
Yeah. Do you have a highlight of your career at all? Like, is there one moment where you just felt like, gosh, I've made it? Or it's just a moment that when you think back on your career, it's one of your favorite moments?
For me, I say we won the Soul Train Award. Soul Train Award. And when we went to London for like one of the first time, people in London knew who we was in Japan. But man, the more so the Soul Train Award.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Japan, we did a show in Japan. It's funny that they knew all the words to the song, but they didn't know no English. But they knew all the words.
Yeah. Do you find that y'all get more love overseas? I know I've talked to some artists that say they get more love overseas than they do here.
We get a lot of love here as well. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of a balance. It's kind of a balance, but I do know that overseas fans are your fans for life. They're not wishy-washy. They would be your fans. If you come back 10 years later, they still be there waiting for you.
Like me. I'm still here.
Sometimes over here in the States, the fans go with the fam. You're not hot. And they only go on what's hot. You know what I'm saying? So but we still have a lot of people that love us here too. But like you said, out the country, they with you. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. So somebody wanted to know if there was a movie made about you, who would play you? Or portray you, I guess is the better way to word that.
I'm stumbled on that one.
I can't even think right now. I had a guy, but I can't think of his name right now. He actually looked like me a little bit. But I can't even think. I think what's the guy named Keys? I can't think of his name either, man. What did it say again? Christian Keys, I can see him playing Dino.
Okay.
Christian Keys. And there was another guy I seen for myself, but I can't think of his name either.
Okay.
But for GI, I don't know. I could have seen maybe like Ray J.
You know what? I can see that. I
see Ray J.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I can see that.
Ray J. And then for me, the guy I got, I can't think his name. He's an up and coming actor. He was on, I see him on Tyler Perry. And I was like, wow, the dude, like, really can remind me of myself. Dance the way I dance like me, everything. Favored me a lot. But I just can't think of his name right now.
Okay.
And then I seen for my brother, I seen Christian Keys.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know who I would cast as y'all. Like the Ray J, I'm like, yeah, I see that. I don't know. I have to think about that one too. So they wanted to know, are there any unreleased tracks with Dino that you plan to release?
Well, we actually released that we had access to. Mm-hmm. We released an EP on Dino. It's called My Morning Star.
I have
it's
it.
like four. It's like 4 songs that we had access to, and there's other songs out there, but we don't really have. It's like some things that we don't have access to the songs, and some of the songs that my brother had, they was like unfinished songs. Because my brother was big on making sure his stuff is mixed right, making sure that So some of the songs are called like a litigation on things that when he was doing his music, we really didn't know nothing about it. Like we didn't know what his deals was. The deals that he did had really nothing to do with H-Town. So some of those deals that he made with his music is they still caught a litigation trying to get it worked out. So what I did for the fans, the ones that I had access to like 4 songs. I took them and I put them out for the fans. But some of the other songs, it's so tricky because a lot of stuff is caught in litigation. Like I tried to go get some of the music. You hear all these, your brother did this, your brother did that. I said, well, you know what? That could be true because on his solo stuff, it has nothing to do with H-Town. Whatever deals he cut or whatever stuff was not done. So that it's like a real tricky thing of getting it worked out. You know what I'm saying? With some of my brother's, like some of my brother's music, I haven't even heard it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The people because he had certain deals he had cut with certain people that I haven't even heard the music. And some of it was not finished. So there's a lot of things. We was trying to get something where we could try to get some of the music and get it maybe I'm not gonna say I didn't want to reproduce it because I think my brother, when he did his music, that's what he wanted. We also been caught in litigation of saying they want to try to take some of his music and have some people to redo it and do this, do that. So it's just a lot of things that behind the scenes that the deals that my brother cut with the music that I didn't have no access to that had nothing to do with us. And whenever it get worked out, eventually we'll try to get it to the fans. But as of now, the ones that don't know, they can go listen to more. It's an EP out that we put out called Morning Star.
I should have brought that over here with me. I have it. I have it downstairs.
So they can check that out.
Yeah,
it's nice. Out. Yeah.
I think that is one of the things, because I just kind of read online sometimes and I see people saying, well, why can't they just put the music out? But that explanation makes total sense as to why, because I don't think people realize a lot goes into it. It's not just let me just release this because y'all want it.
Yeah. And people, a lot of times, people, they get mad. They don't understand. But me as his brother and as trying to please some of the fans, like everybody begged me not to put those 4 songs out. They like, don't do that because, it's not going to be promoted right. It's not going to be this. So, but I did it for the fans, the ones that I had control over, you know what I'm saying? So, the fans that do have it, I hope they appreciate it. But a lot of stuff my brother had, I really don't even have control or access on it. A lot of people don't really believe it or not. Some of the stuff that he has, I'm waiting to hear it. I haven't even heard it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I appreciate the EP that you put out with his songs. Yeah. I have 2 copies. I mean, one for the car, one for the house.
Yeah. So and then some of the stuff that we've been trying to get, but the people that's over it, they want ridiculous money for it. Like, bro, we don't have, So it's just a ongoing battle that, but it's behind the scenes that it's not nothing we really can do about it. Right. So, what I did because I did told some of the fans that I would start putting some of my brother music out. So what I did was the ones I had control over, the ones that I can find, because I had to dig through the ones I got. I had to go back in the studio and look and got my hand on those songs. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna do this for the fans. Because some of the other stuff I'm still trying to get and actually listen to it myself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So basically it's kind of caught in litigation. That's how I'm gonna say it like that.
Okay. And that makes total sense. So hopefully it'll eventually get resolved. And that brings me to another question. It's not a fan question, but just my own question. I know that every year on Dino's, the anniversary of Dino's death, it's like everybody starts to reminisce about his legacy, his voice, and all that stuff. So are you pleased with, both of you, are you pleased with how he is being remembered?
Well, the thing about it is, I think, man, the fans, one thing about what we do, we dedicate every show to our brother. Like every show we do a segment for Dino, just strictly for Dino, and our brother Tony Thompson.
Yes.
We does a tribute to them in every show out of remembrance to keep my brother's name alive. You know what I'm saying? And even this album, I done it in my brother's spirit. I try to take some elements from my brother to kind of make sure we still have the H-Town sound. And so that's why you make it hear little elements of, okay, this how my brother would do it. So, and I do that in memories of my brother, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like my brother's seen through us now, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of things that we do, we do it in his spirit and memory. So, I can't really say, we got the R&B Hall of Fame, and we must most definitely make sure that he was well represented in being a part of H-Town. He actually had all three of us got an award. We did. So it's I think it could be more be done for us when it comes to the industry, industry. Right. But that just we'll be arguing all day, trying to get people. You can't make nobody do nothing.
Right.
And sometimes I always go, you got a lot of people that lost siblings, left out, Leah. A lot of people have lost siblings, so I just try to do my best, my part to keep my brother's memory alive. And that's, every time I perform or anytime I get a chance to talk about him, I talk about him. Every interview, we never go without talking about Dino. So, that's things that me and GI do to keep the legacy alive in his memory.
Yeah. GI, did you have anything to add to that?
No, that's about it. But he's every album, Emotions, that's his favorite song, Emotions. So most definitely every show, Emotions is dedicated to Dino,
Okay. Yeah, and I've written many times about Dino, and actually it's one of my top performing blogs. I wrote that thing in 2013, and people are still reading it. So, I definitely tried to do my part to keep his memory alive as well.
And then, a lot of times, it's funny to a lot of times, some people still don't know Dino dead, that I'll be like, wow, like I'll say my brother passed. What? I didn't know he was dead. You know what I'm saying? And I always wondered, but I think that was something, I think, because I used to be kind of mad that when my brother passed, that people didn't do more or say more about my brother. But I think that was, God allowed it to happen that way to give, I guess, the other members to better, because even when my brother passed, some people didn't really want to give us a chance. You know what I'm saying? They went against the grain, but I think that when Dino passed, I was kind of like a little upset, like, man, they should did this, they should did that, But when it kind of hit my spirit, I said, well, maybe God didn't want to come out to let everybody know he's dead immediately. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it gave us enough time to moan and go through all out whatever we need. And then by the time we got back, we was able to come back with music and then in memory of my brother to, you know, but like right now, some people still find out. Every year I meet people that say, oh, I didn't even know he was dead. You know what I'm saying? Because H-Town period had been gone for so long, just the whole group period.
Right.
So some of them just thought we were just under a rock somewhere high.
Yeah. That's crazy that people didn't know, but it also speaks to had social media been popping back then it seems like
that probably had a lot to do with it too.
Yeah. And you know, honestly, the only way that I think I found out, I was working in a TV newsroom at that time and I saw it come across the AP wire and I was like literally screamed in the newsroom. And it's crazy because my boyfriend's name was Dino at the time.
Wow.
So they all thought I was screaming about him. I was like, no, like ain't nothing wrong with him.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Dino, you know, so that's the only way I think that I found out. I don't know how else I would have found out, especially at the time, the small city that I was living in, because unless it would have come across BET or MTV, I don't know.
Yeah, it did. I remember BET saying something about it.
Yeah.
They aired it and said something about it, but we're just thankful for the fans that still been riding with us. You know, a lot of times, you know, we had turned $1 million down. They want us to put another member in our group. And we turned the deal down. It was worth over $1 million to put a third member. They want us. That's what also a lot of times people understand what took us so long to come back and we're doing a lot of things on our own because sometimes we get with the majors, they want you to do certain things that we just weren't willing to do. You know what I'm saying? And that was one of them, you know, and like I had told me, it couldn't just be me and GI. You know, I'd rather not do it anymore. I'm not. So, you know, a lot of that is kind of prolonged us from taking a long time of trying to recoup and come back. And, you know, and then the fans, like, you know, we good with just you and GI. We want to just see that. We really don't want to see nobody else in Dino's spot. Because that's a hard spot to fill. That's a hard shoes to fill. So, you know, a lot of our fans, they accept us for who we are and where H-Town is today. And they always tell me, man, I can really feel and see Dino's spirit in you and GI. You know, he's in there. You feel like he's in there. He's in the midst of it. You know what I'm saying? So we just been rolling with that, you know? Yeah.
And I can attest to, I've been to several shows. Like whenever y'all come to the Charlotte area, I've been to your shows. And I think I even wrote it in an article that I wrote that he's still there. His spirit is still there with you guys on stage. And that it's definitely like you can feel it and people should definitely continue to support you. So I am huge on that. So I appreciate that you guys didn't try to replace him.
Oh yeah. And one thing about us, we done been through the ups, the downs, we done been through the criticism, we done been through this. But one thing about it, we always find a way to fight through it and keep going and stay on the. It's like even though you have negative energy coming towards you, we try to focus on the positive energy that's coming towards H-Town, and we just look for that. You know, we try to stay away from all the negative stuff. Yeah. And we have to realize it ain't just H-Town that get negative energy. I mean, a lot of these celebrities around us, they get negative, but it's all, we're gonna let that negative energy break you, or you're gonna let it break you, or what people, you know what I'm saying? So we're just some strong guys, you know, when it comes to that, and especially we believe in God, you know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly. So somebody wanted to know, have you noticed any newer artists that are directly influenced by H-Town?
Most definitely, you know, we a lot of new artists, you know what I'm saying? I kind of can tell. I can tell when a person, the way they write their songs. They'll do something. They'll do like a little twang that we would do, or a little run that Dino would do. You know what I'm saying? So I can tell right off just by how they write their songs.
Yeah, Pretty Ricky. That's more of a, you know, they're not real new, but Pretty Ricky's, I think, is a group that I can tell they took some elements from H-Town. You know, from our dance style, our, you know, musical content. But we can see a little bit of, you know, we can see a little bit of dibble dabble, even with Beyonce, Destiny Child. You know, so I see a lot of H-Town her, especially the way she be popping. You know, nobody popped the way. When I be seeing Beyonce, Beyonce been watching the H-Town pop moves. You know what I'm saying? You know, Beyonce be popping. When I look at Beyonce, I'm like, is that H-Town up there? Is Lil G up there? She popping, boy. You know what I'm saying? So, I think everybody take a little bit and make it their own. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I do. Destiny Child, I see a little bit of everything. We had an album called Ladies Edition, and Destiny Child put records out, independent women, I'm a survivor. I think a lot of that came from our album Ladies Edition.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah. We've been around a long time. We've been around so long in Destiny Child not a new group, but I see groups like that. I think they got a little elements from us,
Yeah, now that you mentioned it, I'm like, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Subway is one of the groups too. Subway.
You ever notice how Beyonce be popping?
Yeah. Now I got to go back and watch the videos again and
go look at Like It's Slow and watch how she be popping. I'd say, yeah, she got them the Like It's Slow video or something. Yeah. But it's all good. It's an honor, man. It's an honor, you know what I'm saying? So it's an honor. And we feel like, man, we still young, and we're the groups that are becoming the new Frankie Beverly and Maze, the new Isley Brothers, the new Earth, Wind, and Fire. It's like we about to be to the point we're gonna be taking their spot. Not saying taking their spot, but more like those guys gonna be coming down. Like, you know what, H-Town, y'all gonna take it now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
We still young, but we get to that point natural where we get to the point of where now, when Earth, Wind, and Fire and some of those groups, they get a little bit older, the OJs they get a little older, where they just like, I ain't gonna do it no more. Yeah, that's what we're gonna say. We have to really step our game up.
Right.
So the field, the OJs and Earth, Wind, and Fire and Frankie Beverly made shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. So speaking of, since y'all have been in the game for a minute, I mean, I need a versus. Can you tell us if you're ever going to do a versus? And if so, if you haven't been scheduled to do one yet, if you did one, who would you want to go up against?
Like Jodeci, so
yeah. And I gotta say, when I do my verses, I always tell everybody I want to do album for album. I don't really want to do the hit thing. I'm like, I think Jodeci did great albums. I think Silk did great albums. I think H-Town, a lot of times people be so big on how many hits you got,
right,
but they album don't be, H-Town, almost all the albums we ever had, you could just put the album on and let it run. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, I would say album for album. And I look at it as the people will win. I really don't, there is no loser when you put the H-Town and Jodeci together. There is no loser because the people win, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's an honor just to be on the stage with my other peers. And that's the type of person, H-Town. We just like to show love and we like to, enjoy because we fans of our peers' music too, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, we feel like the people are going to win. They're going to win big and all the R&B lovers in the house going to win big when you got an H-Town and Jodeci doing a verse or H-Town and Silk because we all did great music.
I'm crossing my fingers because I need that in my life.
But it's all about a lot of the groups we got to come together and whoever want to do it. And like I said, eventually, if I don't get a versus, then H-Town, we're going to do a versus H-Town versus H-Town. Y'all all the H-Town hits now.
We'll take it.
H-Town versus H-Town. I'm about to do one in a minute. H-Town versus H-Town,
So this one's a crazy question, but I'm going to ask, it's a two-parter. So, because I want to see how you answer the first part before I bring up the second part. So for both of you, what is your craziest fan story?
You want to go, Jerry?
I would say they always come in the hotels looking for our rooms and going floor to floor looking for our rooms. And on fan, she finally found my room, and then when she finally found my room, I came out the room and I spoke to her. She just froze. Like you spent all that time looking for our rooms, and when she found me, you couldn't say a word. She just froze. She was just mute. I was like, how you doing? How you doing? She just.
That's funny.
Yeah, I would just say, a girl, one time I had my boots, and I believe a girl, she took my boots. I was like, had my door open, and she was sitting there. She asked, I was letting the fans come in, and she was just sitting there, and she was like, asked me, "Are those the actual boots you had on in the video night boots?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she just grabbed the boot and took off and ran with it. and I couldn't catch her. But then she called me maybe like 30 minutes later and said, "Yeah, I got your boot." Nah, I guess she played with herself with the boot. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, and I saw she asked me, "Did I want it back?" I said, "Yeah, I want my boot back, man. Wash the boot off and bring it back." But I never got that boot. So that girl, you that got that boot, give me my boot. I want my boot back.
So that's what the fan wanted to know. He wanted to know if you ever got your boots back, and he wanted to know a little bit more. He was like, "There's some details missing." Like,
that's it. It was literally the girl, because honestly, if the door would have been closed, she wouldn't have probably really got the door in time. The door was wide open because at the time we was kind of young, and our chaperones or whatever was not letting people just be in the room with us with the doors closed. So the door was wide open, so the fans would come in and sit there, and I would talk to them, and I'm laying there just talking to them, bodyguards everywhere, But the girl, the door was open, so she grabbed that boot and sprinted. Like, I'm talking about fast, gone. I mean, couldn't catch it. I mean, she took off with the boot.
That's insane.
You know what I'm saying?
That is insane. Like, I don't even know that. I don't know any story that would top that one.
That's what happened. And then she said she made love to my boot. And I said, okay.
She knocked the boot really, for real.
Yeah, she said she knocked the boot really. Yeah, she knocked the boots with the knock on the boot. She made love to the boot.
Oh my goodness. So are you guys planning to do any virtual shows? Are you back out doing shows in person?
Yeah, we're slowly back on the road. We're slowly back on the road. You know what I'm saying? Next stop, we're going to Atlanta. We'll be in Atlanta Sunday, and then we're heading to Alabama the following weekend. So the 90s Kickback Tour is going to kick back up in 2022. So
when y'all coming back to North Carolina?
Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Okay. So I asked this question about of everybody that comes on the show. What is the affirmation that you're telling yourself to just get you through the day, especially with this pandemic still looming over everybody? Like, what is something that just motivates you, that you tell yourself just so you can just keep going?
For me, I just feel like I start trying to stay prayed up, but I believe I always say that God is in control. You say that, God gonna take care of me. If God take care of the birds, He'll take care of me. He's in control. He's not gonna put too much on me that I can't handle. And just trust in Him and keep the faith that everything's gonna go well for H-Town and my peers and my safety and my health. So I pray every single day. I don't go a day without praying. I thank God every day for everything I get. So, that's just one of the things that motivate me, that God's in control and I'm a child of God.
I
love that. What about you, GI?
Well, so it made me very lazy. I'm trying to get back in the gym. I done got so comfortable just being at home that I can't even get up and just really go to the gym like I need to be. So I got to get back in that gym, most definitely.
So you don't tell yourself like, get up, GI.
I get up and go to the kitchen and get some food or something.
We're going to get you some affirmations to motivate you then.
Oh, yeah.
So is there anything else that you guys want to tell the fans before we sign off?
I mean, it's the new EP, Date Night. It's out right now. Date Night is out right now. The video is out on YouTube, H-Town for Life TV. And follow our Instagram at H-Town for Life, HTOWN, 4 Life. And our website is H-Town Forever.
Okay.
And then
you're on Twitter and you're on Twitter and Facebook as well?
H-Town for Life, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we have a company site, saying that, if you want to get some H-Town gear, T-shirts, hoodies, and stuff like that. We just kind of got that site going. We can have also we may be dropping orders on that site whenever we start to do some orders and stuff like that. They can go to h-townmusic.com. They can check that out.
Okay, awesome. Well, I want to thank you both for coming to Check the Rhymes to talk to me today and go down memory lane with me and put up with my foolishness.
Most definitely. We love you, man. We love you. It's all good.
You have to come back. I think the 25th anniversary of Ladies Edition is it next year?
Ooh, I think.
Yeah.
97. Yeah.
Yes, you got to come back so we can talk about that. But I'm gonna need to get the vinyl before then.
Most definitely. Most definitely. It's out there.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for having us, man. You have a blessed day until we meet again. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. What's the H-Town? How you do it? What is it? This?
Yeah, basically just like this. Yeah,
yes.
just like that. And everybody that stands for H-Town, the city of Houston. Because I said, people so crazy. They know our name H-Town. They throwing them double horns up. Nah, that stand for H-Town. The H is in Houston, Texas. That's what it stands for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a shame you have to explain that to people. But
yeah, that's a shame. I see so much. I see so much stupid stuff on the internet now. I just like, man, I'm starting to ignore that stuff. I'm like, I don't let this stuff get to me, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, thank you both so much. And like you said, until we meet again.
Most definitely. Peace.